Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back. And I just wanted to come and run my mouth. It's a little cold outside. Well, this is my kind of weather. Okay, I'm a cold type of boy. I don't do all that carrying on when it's hot outside. I'm too big for that. I'm too black for that. I don't do all that. Some of y'all love the summertime, and I just don't understand it, especially in places where it gets extremely hot. And where I live, honey, it be feeling like the devil and his girl, wife and side chick and babies, girl, are just sitting outside on the concrete, girl, doing a two-step. Girl, it be hot down here. Anyway, so I like this weather. It's not too cold. It's not as cold as I thought it was gonna be. I was like, "Ooh, girl, it's about to be cold when I walk outside," and I was like, "Oh, okay, this is doable." I heard the girls in Chicago. Girl, I heard y'all up there in negative degree. Girl, what is it? Negative. Girl, I heard y'all in the negative. And that's just too much for me. We can do 30. We could probably even do 15. I ain't gonna do a whole bunch of carrying on in 15. I might walk outside and walk back in, but I can manage to deal with it. But girl, when y'all start getting down to 5 and -7 and -10, that's when y'all start to lose me. Girl, that's when y'all start to lose me. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I just don't understand it. Girl, I don't even understand how y'all even live in Chicago. Girl, I remember I went to Chicago. The last time I went to Chicago, I forgot. It was like last year, I believe. And it wasn't freezing, but it wasn't negative. It wasn't in the weather wasn't in the negative, but it was still cold. And I didn't pack the way I should have packed. I brought coats, but I also brought t-shirts. I should have brought coats and sweaters, okay? And some long johns and some undershirts. I remember walking to Walgreens. It was like late in the morning, like 3 o'clock in the morning, because my DoorDash had canceled my order. I was so upset, and I was starving. I had just came from the club, and I remember walking to Walgreens and having a conversation with the security guard at Walgreens, and it was it was freezing outside. It wasn't like Chicago weather is not regular weather. So like if it's 20 degrees in Chicago, it really feel like it's like -25. To me it do. Okay. Now I ain't never been in no -25, so I really don't know how it feel. But like the temp like 20-degree weather in Chicago is not the same 20-degree weather in Houston. It's two different 20 degrees. I'm telling y'all. Anyways, let me get into this episode because I can run my mouth about weather all day long. I thought this episode was cute. I really did. I was I was satisfied with this episode. I thought it was really cute. I thought it was cute. Um they showed a flashback clip of Karen telling the girls to bring a gently worn item to an event she's having for victims of SA. And the first thing I thought about, I was if I was Karen, I would have told Giselle, but Giselle, you just bring some canned goods because I know what's in your closet. Yeah. Bring some blankets or some canned goods. We don't want no outfit from you. Anyways, Mia and Gordon, they meet up with Juan and Robin. When I tell y'all, this is what I think happened with Robin. I think those producers, Bravo, met up with Robin, and they told Robin, girl, come hook or come crook, you will have Juan film this season. When I tell you, I ain't never seen Juan so many times on my TV screen since he been on Real Housewives of Potomac. But did y'all hear Juan? So Juan is in a car. He was on the phone talking to somebody begging for a job. Now I'm not mad at it. I'd rather have a man who out here begging for a job, trying to work, trying to contribute to the family, than somebody sitting at the house playing video games all day. So I'm not mad at Juan. Juan gonna have to do whatever he needs to do in order to try to find employment. I don't think he still found no job though, because I think the other day I was watching Watch What Happens Live with Dr. Simone and Robin. I could have sworn I don't want to just throw that out there, but I think Robin said something about, I think she alluded to like to Juan still not working, how he appreciates the time off because he gets to spend it with the family. Girl, that's what y'all saying until, girl, all that money, girl. Because I think he's still getting paid too. That's another thing. Because remember, she said he's still going to get paid for at least 15 months due to his contract. Maybe the 15 months are up now because it's been a minute since that scandal. Anyways, girl, um, Robin lets us know that she is opening up basically like a spa. Can I say something? And I'm not trying to be messy. I'm not mad at nobody for, girl, trying to get to the money. Girl, whatever you invest your money in, whatever you decide to, whatever you try to decide to do with your money, girl, it's up to you. I've never associated Robin with the beauty industry, basically. Anything that has to do with the beauty industry, whether it's a spa, nails, hair, I've never associated Robin with that. If it was like a gym, I could see it, right? If it was a WWE coaching staff, I could see that. But I have never associated Robin with like a spa. But nonetheless, I mean, girl, she making money. So shout out to Robin. Girl, work ain't honest, but it pays the bills. Did y'all hear Robin and Mia talking? And they somebody made a comment. Either it was Robin or Mia saying that the Austin food scene was good. I said, bitch, girl, we saw y'all eat chicken strips, ribs, Tex-Mex, and I think the last day y'all went to a decent looking restaurant. Now I'm not saying Austin food scene isn't good. I've only been to Austin once. But what I'm saying is based off what I saw y'all eat, girl, it wasn't giving, girl. I'm just gonna brag about somebody's food, girl, because all we really had, because everything I had, I could have had in DC. I could have had chicken strips, I could have had ribs, and I could have had Tex-Mex. Okay. Anyways, girl. So Mia starts questioning Juan. Wandering Dixon is what I like to call him. Okay. About, girl, his decisions and how he decided to move with the girl. Juan says that, girl, we already know the story. Well, I want to hear from your mouth, Nickel. I want to hear what you got to say. I want to know if your story gonna match up with what I read on the blogs, Nickel. Okay. Let me say something. I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all. There are two scenes that happened in this episode where I know they were already discussed prior to the scene. Robin and Mia already discussed that Mia was gonna bring up Juan. She did not do that without running it by Robin, and Robin said, okay, girl. And girl, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, girl. Wendy and her mama, girl, that was a conversation that was already discussed. Girl, Wendy had her mama sitting there, girl, sweating, girl, couldn't remember what she was supposed to say. Girl, I said, oh no. I said, oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Anyways, so Robin and Mia. Mia starts to question Juan. So you really put your credit card down? You couldn't do that over the phone? No, I'm not gonna lie, girl. She was saying the shit that you was supposed to say. She was saying all the shit you was supposed to say. Girl, I got questions because we need answers. But at one point, girl, Robin started putting her head down. I said, don't put your head down now, honey. That's your man, girl. That's your man, your man. That's my man, my man, my man, girl. Don't put your head down now. Girl, lift your head up. Girl, don't be embarrassed. Don't be embarrassed, girl. Lift your head up. Lift it up to the sky. Because you got you a good man, Savannah. Don't put your head down. No, put it up. Girl. No, don't be doing all this looking down, girl. I see you. You embarrassed. You ought to be. You should. You should be. Over there, girl, with a nigga who, girl, out here throwing dick everywhere, girl, embarrassing you, and you got to pay all the bills. Girl, how did that even work? I don't give a damn what nobody say. Ain't no nigga cheating on me. Girl, you not even gonna, girl, girl, I know somebody gonna say that Juan didn't cheat on Robin. Girl, I don't give a damn, girl. As far as I'm concerned, Juan cheated on Robin. You took money out of this household that could be going towards your kids, me, us, girl, to give to another bitch. And now on top of all of that, bitch, you ain't got no job. They say a man who don't work don't eat. Ain't that's what they say? Anyways, girl, shout out to Juan and shout out to Robin, hun. If she like it, I love that. That ain't my man. Okay. Um, Wendy and Miss Susan. I'm not spending too much time on Lebe eBay. I'm just not. I feel the same way I felt earlier. I don't understand why we still talking about this lady. We have 8 housewives and 2 friends of the show. That's 10 women. The simple fact that we have 10 women, do y'all want me to name them? Let's name them. We have Giselle, we have Karen, we have Robin, we have Ashley, we have Candace, we have Wendy, we have Mia, we have Neka, we have Sharice, and then we have the girl who Wendy brought on. That's 10 bitches. I'm sorry, that's 10 women, excuse me. That's 10 women. For the life of me, I don't know why we talking about somebody who's not mic'd up. Just like I said about Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. I'm not getting, some of y'all don't watch Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, but I'm not getting caught up in the Monica and what's the girl name? Teresa? Tanisha. Tanisha not even on the show. I'm not talking about nobody who not on the show. Because if y'all wanted her to be a part of the storyline, y'all should have went and got her mic'd up. Now, I will say this. I don't think that Wendy's mama was lying. I think she was lying. I don't think she was outright lying. I think she was lying by omission. And what I mean by that is this. I believe that Wendy's mama, like she said, did call a Levy. And I believe that Wendy's mama told her basically, because at the time, Lebe, whatever that lady's name is, and Wendy's sister had fallen out. And I believe that she probably called her to let her know, basically, you done fell out with my daughter. Don't get on my wrong side. Basically, what did she say? Um, it's easy to make friends. It's hard to make friends. It's easy to make enemies. I mean, so she basically letting us know that she called LeBay and basically cussed her out or threatened her. I also, now this is what I feel. I don't know this. I've said from the get go that I never thought Neka was lying about Wendy's mama calling LeBay and cursing her out. I've been said that from day one. I just said that. I also said that girl Neka want to leave out why her ass got her why she got her ass cursed out. Okay. Don't act like Wendy Mama just picked up the phone and start cursing y'all bitches, start cursing y'all out, because that ain't what happened. Okay. Now I'm not saying Wendy Mama was right, but I'm just saying she wasn't just sitting on the house on Good Friday and said, "Let me call and cuss and start cussing people out." No. Okay. Nickel. I was about to say Nickel. Girl, whatever that lady name is, Nickel. Girl, you know why you got cursed out. So I feel like Wendy's mama, Miss Sharon, when she was basically calling Lebe to let her know, don't it's easy to make friends. I mean, it's hard to make friends, but easy to make enemies. Well, however she said it, I felt like she also had a piece for Neka too. Now, that's what I feel like Miss Sharon left out. I feel like when she called Lebe, it was already beef between Wendy's sister and Lebe. And now we also find out that your cousin is down to the Potomac starting shit. So I feel like it was a 2-for-1 special. Okay? Now, Miss Sharon ain't say none of this, what I just said about the whole bringing Nuka into it, but I feel like that's what happened. I feel like when she called LeBay, she cursed both of their asses out. I believe it. She just didn't say it, but I believe that's what happened. Who is this? Come on, stud. Um, I feel like that's what happened. I feel like that's what happened. I really do. Let me say something. I, Sometimes I really we think how we think, and it is what it is. We all think we're right. Some of us are wrong, girl. Some of y'all be dead ass wrong, but y'all think the same thing about me. Let me just explain to y'all how sometimes friendships can work with your family and with your friends and all that stuff. I used to be really, 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 really close to this girl. And this when I was in high school. Okay? We were friends from the 6th grade up until the time we graduated. Once we graduated from high school, we lost contact with each other. Well, she lost contact with me because I was trying to see, I don't know what happened, child. Anyways, we lost contact with each other. We were like best friends. Best friends. Girl, we did everything together. Girl, I used to lie and cover up for her when she was going to fuck her boyfriend, right? I was really close to her and her mother. Her mother was actually my boss at my job I had in high school. We became really, really close to the point where I would use her car. Girl, I would use her car to go out of town and go shopping. Yes, this is when I was in high school. So I was really close to my best friend, of course, one of my best friends, because I had 3 best friends, 2 girls and 1 boy. And I was really, really close to her mother. She had 3 other sisters and a brother. I never really met the brother. I saw him one time. But I met the other sisters. One of the sisters and I used to work together with the mama. So I would see her like on the weekends and stuff sometimes. But I really wasn't close with the other sisters. They knew about me. They liked me, right? I think they respected me because I was best friends with their sister, and I had a very close relationship with me and the mother became really, really close. So I'm telling this story just to say that it is a big possibility that Wendy's mother could have looked at Lebe as a daughter and Wendy still not be as close to Lebe as Wendy's sister was. I was very close to my best friend. I was very close to my best friend's mother. But I wasn't that close with her sisters. And even one of me and one of the sisters used to work together. Okay? So I think that we have to, I think that sometimes the hatred that we have for certain housewives, sometimes I think that it kind of um, starts to blur reality. I'm just saying, y'all. It's possible to be friends. It's possible to say, I respect this person. I like what this person stands for, right? But still not necessarily know that person. I'm sure that my best friend and the mama would tell them stuff about me, and based off of what they knew from what my best friend and mama probably told them, they every time we were around each other, they would always respect me and give me hugs. Like, hey, Rodney. You would think that they probably knew me like that, but they really didn't. So, anyways, girl, I know that was a long time ago, but I'm just giving y'all how it could be. And I think that sometimes when I see y'all online, and another thing I hate that y'all keep doing, girl, can y'all stop pushing this a lie? Like, it starts to make you look like a lie whenever y'all get online talking about, girl, Wendy keep lying about her relationship with Lebe. She's really not lying, girl. And I want to say this about these clips, and we're moving on. Bravo sometimes rolls that beautiful bean footage and it's right on the money. This season, they have dropped the ball. Even with them playing the clip when Candace asked Wendy, how old is Lebe, whatever her name is. And Wendy said, I don't know, that's her friend asked her. And they played a clip of Lebe at Wendy's daughter's sipping seat or whatever it was. And y'all took that as Wendy, as I guess the evidence that Wendy did know Lebe, but that was never that was never the thing. The question was, how old was Lebe? And I think that because y'all hate Wendy so much, y'all are still willing to run with this lie. And I think that is so weird. I think, like, you can't find any footage of Wendy ever saying that, girl, she doesn't know Lebe. She has never said that. And I really want y'all to stop getting on the internet saying that because, girl, you look crazy. Girl. Like, it's crazy to me when I see these comments. I said, are y'all still rolling with that lie? That did not happen. And that has never happened. You will not find one clip of Wendy saying that she doesn't know Lebe. She will tell you that, girl, that was my sister's best friend. Anyways, girl, even with the footage of Candace when she met up with Nneka. So Candace meets up with Nneka. She lets us know that they found 2 lumps. She went for a mammogram. They found 2 lumps. They said it's nothing to worry about. Candace is kind of skeptical because breast cancer runs in her family. I would be too. Girl, don't tell me that it ain't nothing to worry about, but we gonna keep monitoring. And then I got a history of then there's a history of breast cancer in my family. Yeah, that would freak me out too. Hopefully everything is okay with Candace. So she meets up with Nneka, and they're having a conversation. And Nneka basically talks about Wendy calling her a crackhead. Candace basically keeps her honest and says, "Well, girl, that came after you called her a bitch. Well, does that justify her calling me a crackhead? Actually, it does. Once you call me a bitch, and girl, this is our first time really having a conversation, and you call my mama a witch, you're gonna be anything I decide to call you. So if I call you a cokehead, a crackhead, a slut, a hoe, girl, it is what it is, girl. You don't call me on my name, and you call my mama her name, girl. So yeah, it does justify, girl. Hello." Anyways, they play. So Candace basically is saying that in a way, it's not a reason to just outright call somebody a bitch. They start to play clips of Candace calling folks bitches. And I hated that because here we go again with Bravo not providing context to what just happened. When Candace called Sharice a shady bitch, it wasn't like she just came out and started calling Sharice a shady bitch. She called Sharice a shady bitch mama or whatever she said at the time, because I think I might be wrong on this one, but I think I'm right. It was because Sharice was already fucking with Candace and they were trying to son her and call her a little girl. When she called Ashley a bulbous forehead bitch, girl, at that time, we not gonna sit here and act like it wasn't about 4 or 5 years, girl, or 3 or 4 years of beef between Ashley and Candace. That just wasn't their first time meeting, their first time having a conversation. And on top of that, I think Ashley was trying to also contribute to the narrative that Chris was touchy feely with the girls. So I just think that if they're going to start, when they play these flashback clips, girl, I think sometimes they do a disservice. And I think also what happens, and maybe we all do it, is when it benefits the narrative that we want to push, we start to say, hey, man, they did that. But the truth of the matter is, girl, they're really not doing it the way, they really throwing bullshit out there. And you can tell that, girl, Candace may be in trouble. Girl, because they're trying to paint Candace as, girl, like low key like the villain in a way. Anyways, girl, it is what it is. Wendy says that Nneka says if Wendy wasn't in the picture, she would have a friendship with Candace. It may be some truth to that, and I'm gonna tell you why. But it's also like, girl, stop. Because when Candace made the comment, Candace feels like she has to be cautious with her friendship with Nneka due to Wendy. And my whole thing to Candace is this: you shouldn't have to be cautious with your friendship to Nneka with Wendy, because Wendy wasn't cautious with her friendship with Ashley. Hello, somebody. Hmm. But on the flip side, Nneka, whatever friendship that you could have had with Candace, you don't care to be friends with Candace because your whole thing is to make sure that you impress the Green Eyed Bandits. Because Candace has went out of her way a couple of times to have conversations with you, befriend you, right? She did it in Austin, right? Now she's doing it again. So whatever relationship or the lack of relationship you have with Candace, it's not just all on Candace. It's on you too. Okay. Anyways, Mia is getting ready for the event. I love that view from Mia's apartment. Absolutely gorgeous. Karen says that her and Giselle, they support each other and they do it in the way without cutting each other to the bone. And this is when I start to say that some of the girls, they start to have revisionist history. Okay. Um, we've seen the things that Karen has said to Giselle. A hoe from Hampton University. They say she was throwing out allegations of Giselle being in a mental institution, girl, all types of stuff. But then Karen will come back and say shit like this, and some of the viewers will eat it up. Oh, we don't cut each other to the bone. I be damned if y'all don't. I be damned if y'all don't. Anyways, did y'all hear Mia say it took her 3 days to recover from the Austin, Texas trip? Girl, for what? All y'all fucking did was go play in chicken shit and go eat ribs. Well, oh y'all went to a little dirty lake and paddled around. Oh, okay. And shared a bottle of Andre champagne. Oh, okay. And it took you 3 days to recover from that. So y'all drunk Andre champagne, did a little paddle boat, girl. Went and played in chicken shit. Ate some chicken strips, and it took you 3 days to recover from that. Okay. Anyway, so girl, this was a sad. They didn't really go into details. Me personally, while I believe this is reality TV, I also have a sensitivity spot when it comes to certain things. I think that if these are if traumatic things like SA have happened, I don't think the ladies have to go into detail about it. That's not something that I feel someone should be forced to talk about. Now, if they choose to talk about it, an experience, right? If they choose to talk about what has happened to them, then that's something that they're choosing to do. Especially if they feel as though I've gotten the help, the therapy, and I'm okay with discussing this. But if they have not, if they choose not to talk about it, I don't see it as a problem. So I don't think it's a problem that I never knew this about Robin. Some people were saying online that Robin discussed this in season 2. I didn't watch season 2, and I'm not going back to watch it either. Um, I don't even realize I didn't even know that happened to Karen, but some of y'all said that Karen mentioned it in season 2 too. But Karen, Robin, from what I understand, Candace, me, it's really sad. It's really sad to sit there and think about all those. It's really sad to sit. It was really sad to just see those women in that room and just to know that they've been through something traumatic as what they've been through. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. Anyways, so Mia lets us know. Oh, I forgot about Mia. Mia lets us know that she was violated, and that may be part of the reason why she takes stuff out on Jacqueline. Is that how you pronounce her name? Because I think it was Jackie's boyfriend, I believe, who violated her. And I guess at some point she kind of blamed Jackie for what her boyfriend did. It makes sense when she says it. It's not right, like she said, it's not right, but I can understand how the mistreatment towards Jackie could come. Like it's crazy. Like once people start to talk, you can start to piece the puzzles together of why they probably act the way they act. So now it makes, again, it's not to say that it's right, but it does make sense on why Mia um, sometimes mistreats Jackie. But I also, not to sound insensitive to this subject, I could also see another layer of that. Girl, you was also kissing Giselle's ass, if we're just gonna be honest about it. And then Giselle, I don't really want to say nothing because this ain't really the time. I'm just gonna say this. I could see why Candace probably cussed Giselle ass out and why she felt the way she felt about Giselle, especially saying that you're part of the reasons why victims of SA don't come forward. Now I understand because Candace has went through what she's went through. Um, and then you had last year's mess with Giselle, basically trying to say Chris did whatever. And now you got Giselle sitting up at this event with with women. Some of the women in the room are victims of SA. And girl, I was just looking at Giselle like, and then you want to get up and talk to this lady about, things that could help Grace not to be in that situation. And it's like, girl, I couldn't even take Giselle seriously because all I could think about was last year. And here you go at the center of the table, girl. Anyways, girl, let me shut up because I really could go. I could really go on a 10-minute rant just on Giselle. Just the last 3 minutes of that episode, I could go on a whole 10-minute rant. But I'm gonna shut the fuck up. I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna shut up. Anyways, I'm gone. I'll talk to y'all later. Shout out to all victims of SA. That's not my story. I can't say. I just hope that everybody is doing fine and everybody's doing well. I'll leave it at that. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good day. Bye, y'all.